to bring to you Vibe Coding with Catherine and Harshil. I'm Harshil, and I am excited to introduce my colleague Catherine that is over here. Catherine, do you want to go and introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. So I'm super honored to be here today. I'm super honored that Harshil reached out to me and had this idea to do a vibe coding session. It's something that I've been interested in learning. I joined the developer relations team in August as an event coordinator, and I think this is going to be a really cool step into understanding. I've been doing a lot of hackathons and things like that, so I think this is going to be a really cool step to get a better understanding of vibe coding, and I'm really excited that I get to do it with Harshil.
Awesome. Thank you again for coming on the stream and being a partner on this series. So, for the folks who don't know what is vibe coding, but if you have just heard the term about it, don't worry. That's what this series is for. We're going to show you and help you understand what is vibe coding and how you can vibe code your own applications. And to take a few steps back, the idea actually came in because Catherine reached out. She wanted to build an app, and I was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's vibe code it together on the live stream so that we can also help other people learn how they can do that themselves." So that's the whole idea for the series. And today, what we are gonna focus on is just helping you understand what is vibe coding and getting you started with like a few tools that I have been using myself. So, Catherine, are you excited?
I am excited and nervous.
That's the same for me, but that's a good thing. And you have to be nervous when you're vibe coding because you never know what the AI is gonna generate, which is the fun part of it. You always have to keep on asking AI to improve the things or make sure it does create what you want to create, right? All right, Catherine, I know before this, we were talking about your little bit experience of vibe coding. Do you want to share about that?
Yeah, so when I first got this role, I decided something that would be a good idea is to practice vibe coding in order to do some of my stuff. Just because, I have a background in acting. That's like a little fun fact. And something that I wanted to do was like some method acting. So really see what it's like to like play with some of this stuff. So I actually used Gemini, and I was telling Harshal like it was really frustrating because I spent like 2 full days trying to tweak tiny little things until it was exactly what I wanted, and then it didn't even work the way I wanted it to, and it was really frustrating. And it was a cool experience because I think like I got to a little bit of practice with stuff, but definitely was a big fail. So I told Harshal already I'm pretty nervous to do this now because I don't want to fail again. So I'm glad that Harshal is with me this time to be my coach.
Awesome. I am excited for this, and let's talk a bit about like what is exactly vibe coding and why it is taking a lot of this boom, right? So I'm gonna try to take the first step at explaining vibe coding, and Catherine, maybe if I'm missing out or something, or if you want to add something to it, please feel free to jump in. So for me, vibe coding is mainly asking AI to help you build application. And these AI models are now really good at doing that. However, there are a lot of things that they are not really good at when it actually comes to coding, but they help you get like from 0 to at least zero point 0.5 there. So it helps you to like at least create like an MVP or like a minimal idea of your project, right? So that's what is vibe coding for me. What about you, Catherine?
Yeah, I think with my one experience with it, it definitely gave me what I liked is that it gave me a lot of like ideas. So basically what I ended up doing in the end was it gave me kind of like a blueprint, some ideas of what I wanted. And it was kind of like giving me cool creative ideas. And then what I did is I manually, because it didn't work, so I manually took that idea and I created it myself using Canva, and was able to use it that way. So that was kind of cool because it did definitely help me to think differently and give me different inspiration. So that was kind of cool experience as well as that it served that purpose.
Awesome. I like that. Uh, One thing I have also been doing a lot is like, if I have an idea, I just go and ask AI about it before I jump into coding it or like vibe
Okay.
coding it, right? So what I have been doing is like, let's just say I have an idea and I want to build a game. So I would ask AI like, hey, I want to build a tic-tac-toe game. What are the things that I need? How do I move forward with it? What are the tools that I need to be, like consider? What are the edge cases that I need to consider? Because if it's a tic-tac-toe game, there are a lot of like, winning and losing and even like the drop of probabilities, right? So you want to keep those things in mind. So that's kind of my approach. First, ask it for like the edge cases. First, try to understand what you really want to build, and then take that learning, take that approach, and then start, like working on one feature at a time.
Okay.
So that is something that I have been trying out, and for me, it has worked out decent enough because I get good outputs over here. So something that folks can try out as well. And I see we have someone in the chat saying that they are not a coder, but they used AI to make a Python script and a browser extension. And this is why I love vibe coding, right? It enables everyone to build or bring their ideas to life. You don't have to be a coder anymore. All you need to do is like know how to speak to AI.
Well, I'm a good talker, so.
Awesome. So, do you want to talk about what you wanted to build? And then we can talk about how we are thinking about building it, and then we can
Yeah.
start probably doing that as well.
Yeah, so for events, we use this program called Luma. This is something that we use for registrations for events. One thing, I mean, I think we all can relate to, there's these little tasks in our day-to-day lives that are just like, oh, we always put it off because it's kind of annoying and it's very tedious. So one of these things is just like our registration list. Like, we want to be able to invite people who have been to events in that city already, take that list and send them invites to events in the future. And automating that through Luma would be really cool. And it would save us a lot of time with like going through lists, sending the invites, these little tiny tasks that take up so much time when we're all super busy. So that's something that I'm really excited to hopefully build into our Luma.
Awesome. And for the folks who have never been to a Cloudflare event and are curious where you can find it, I have shared a link in the chat for our Luma calendar, so you can always go and check that. There is also another link which is, I think, meetus.pages.dev. I need to let me quickly try that as well. But you can also go to that page and find out where we are in the world.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. So the idea over here is to help Catherine with her day-to-day work, automating a bit of it and building an app to do that. But before we jump into that, let's try out like a few simple applications or like one simple application using our own vibe coding platform that's build.cloudflare.dev. So if you hop onto that, we can go ahead and try to do that. So Catherine, do you want to share your screen and maybe we can try building one or two apps just to see how the flow is and how we can improve our workflow over here?
Yes, absolutely.
And while we do that, chat, if you have any interesting ideas, but simple, for today, just let us know in the chat and we'll try to bring it up and try to build that application.
Okay, Harshil, you have to remind me, what website am I going to?
So it's build.cloudflare.dev.
There it is.
Yep, there it is. So
Okay.
this is Cloudflare's own vibe coding platform. You can come over here, build and deploy your application on Cloudflare's global edge network. All you need to have is an account on Cloudflare, which is free to just sign up. So you can do that. And I see that Catherine is already logged into her account, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and try to build an app. So I'm looking at the chat. There is no recommendation yet. So let's go ahead and try something simple and straightforward. Catherine, what do you want to do? Do you want to like build something fun?
Oh no, I have no idea. Can you give me a suggestion?
I was thinking, okay, let's do this. So if you see down below, there is discover apps built by the community. So we can take some inspirations over there.
Love that.
There, or we can go crazy as well.
Oh, I don't know what these things.
Okay. If you click on view all, I think it would show us the the directory of applications that the community has built. The UIs are pretty good. Okay, there's a oh
I think
there
it's kind
is
of, I mean, it's cool that you have like um, this way to see what other people are doing. I think that's quite cool. Yeah.
exactly. And if you want to, you can also share over here so that people can just take that and build on top of it as well, which is
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's cool. Not reinventing the wheel, right?
Exactly. Okay. For
Okay.
some reason, I just got an idea. I
I
don't know if
love that. I love ideas.
so. I was thinking maybe we try to build Flappy Bird. I don't
I'm
know if you
sorry,
remember Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Flappy Bird is like a really fun and interesting game. You basically have to make sure that the bird is always flying and it does not hit any of those barriers. That's it. But
Okay, we can
it's
try
yeah.
this.
So let's try to build it and then we
Hmm.
can see how good it is. So if you
Cool. How do
click
I?
on the plus icon on the
Hmm.
top left, yeah,
Yep.
and let's just say create Flappy Bird for me or something like that.
Flappy Bird for me. Just like this?
Yeah,
And then I hit the little
yeah.
arrow.
So what is happening over here is you told AI to build something for you.
Yep.
Now the AI is trying to understand what did you ask for. Next thing it's gonna do is it's gonna generate, as you can see, bootstrapping a project. Now, in the world of development, you basically need a tech stack to build an application. So the AI is gonna take care of that. It is gonna create the bootstrap the application, the basic application, which is what it's gonna use to build the application, right?
Flappy Pip.
And it is now giving us like a blueprint. Like this is what
Hmm.
the AI thinks the game should look like,
Okay.
right? So you see it has given a description. It also gave you a color palette,
Oh,
and then it is now starting to write the code for us,
okay.
right? I'm trying to see if we can go. If you click on the blueprint.md, it should we should be able to see that.
Where's blue? Where is that?
So in the chat itself,
I don't see.
when it says generating blueprint
Um,
in the chat interface, yeah,
ah, I
yeah,
hit Blueprint
yeah,
MD. This?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Click it.
Yeah. So now
Done.
we can see what the AI understood from just one single line of prompt that we gave,
That's
and
crazy.
it has come up with everything that is needed. So the game view, like how would the game look like? How would the user flow look like? Right. So if you scroll down, you can see like the understanding that the AI had, and how now it is portraying out over here.
Cool.
And this is really important because this think of it like a guideline for the AI. So we
Hmm.
did not give the AI the guideline. The AI generated the guideline for itself. It knows, all right, this is the color palette that I need to use. So I need to make sure that I am using these particular colors. These are the things that I want to do, so I'm doing these particular things, right?
Oh,
So
it's
the
already
AI is
ready.
generating it, and it's already there for you. So if you
Wow.
click on tap to flap,
Tap to
I'm
flap.
curious to see.
Love a rhyme.
Uh, oh,
Game over.
oh, wow, okay.
Restart.
Let's do restart.
Let's tap to flap. Ooh.
Oh, so as you said, right, this is what AI is, right? It does generate the code for us, but it is not perfect. So what you can do is now you can go and chat with the AI and tell it
So I
what the
tell him
problem is. Yeah. So we can tell it like, hey, the game renders, which means that we can see the game,
the
but
game
when
renders.
yeah, but when we start the game, it ends immediately. We're just basically describing what is happening. But we now need to be more specific.
Oh, I
Did you
sent
already
it
send the message?
already.
It's
I
okay.
sent
No
it.
worries.
It's like a text.
All good. So what I would also add over here is I would also say, hey, the game starts, but it ends immediately. I'm not able to interact with the bird, or I cannot even see the bird and stuff like that because it needs just giving it as much context as you can. Because for now it kind of becomes a bit vague for AI, right? So whenever
And I,
you talk to AI, you have
yeah.
to be as much you think of it like providing it as much information as you can.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
it's still doing stuff, so I can't tell it to do stuff until it's done doing what I already
Yeah,
asked.
it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
But we got
I
a good
jumped the
start. We got a
gun.
good start. In like one shot, we had the UI. We had like nice looking animation for the game, and we had like the start and the restart button working as well. So I would say this is like a really good start for us.
So, if that's something like a question I can ask while we're waiting on this is, I am coming from like a marketing perspective. So if let's say, I mean, I know this is a game, but let's say I'm creating something that I want to use for marketing, I could change the colors to be like our brand colors. I could
Yeah.
change like the font to be like our brand font and stuff.
Yeah. So if you want to do
Customizable.
that, exactly. So if you want to do that, what you can do is once it generates this, you can be more specific. Or in the previous prompt itself, when we said create a Flappy Bird game for me, in there itself, I would be specific. Like this is the
Using
color.
this font.
Exactly. This is the color scheme that I want. This is the font style that it should be using. Whatever things you want it over there.
Yeah.
All right. Now it
Should I
says I
wait
have
and see if
identified.
anything was fixed now, or should I just?
So I would say let's take a look at what it responded in the text first to understand if
Yeah.
it actually
Okay.
resolved it or not, right? So okay, so it says it's trying to trying to figure out what the problem is. It did that, and it says like so there is a problem in a function that is called game loop, which is basically like creating a loop for this game. Okay. So again, if you have any questions over here, I'm happy to do that. One thing I always do is also check the code, but over here, not everyone over here is like a coder, so I don't want to like make it a bit intimidating. So just skip that, but we can always chat and try to understand what is happening over here, right? So it gives us a good breakdown of what the problem was and how it tried to resolve it. So if you click on restart, let's try it again.
Tap to flap.
Okay.
It's
One
doing
thing,
the
let's
same thing.
refresh this. So if you see like where it is like let's refresh this and let's try it again. Okay. So let's do this. Now I'm gonna go and say, hey, can you check the game logic? It does not. It looks like it is not working correctly. Make sure that the game logic is in there because we are still facing the same problem.
It looks like it's not working correctly. One more time.
Yeah.
What do I say now? Sorry.
It looks like it is not working correctly. We are still facing the problem we faced earlier.
I like to say thank you.
So I do that. I do say please and thank you, but someone made me realize that you kind of are wasting tokens for this.
Tokens. Can you explain
Yeah.
to me what a token is?
Okay. So tokens basically under the hood, this AI is nothing but all mathematics, right? And when you send a message, it compiles or breaks it down into mathematics, and it understands that. Okay, I'm gonna take a step back and like just forget what I said about mathematics. So every time you send a message, one character or each character that you send to AI is kind of a token.
Ah, so I
So you
should
want to
make it
make
high.
sure, yeah. So you want to make sure you're just sending the character which is going to be useful to it.
Okay. So no high, like none of this polite things that we're trained to use with other humans.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, I don't have any strong opinions, but that is what someone like made me realize that you are just wasting tokens, which made sense to me. I'm like,
It's an interesting perspective. Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, again, like there's no harm in saying thank you and please. It's there's no harm in being kind, right? So it's always good to be kind.
That's my motto. Okay, so it's still debugging, deep debugging.
Okay, I see a couple of people in the chat already, and they are They are sending us some useful thing. Handle input, tap jump, update physics. Wow, okay, someone has tried. Someone has like given us a good output of what might the problem be. But
Okay.
let's see what AI is trying to do over here. All right, it
Things
says
are
the task is
things are
complete.
happening.
I will verify everything is working correctly and check for any other issues. Okay. Let's click on tap to flap
Do I
and
need to
see
refresh
how it does.
before?
I think it did refresh for us, but we can do it again if you want.
Okay, let's tap to flap. Nope. This was like a similar experience to my last time, not gonna lie.
Okay. But that's basically what vibe coding is. You have to try to break things out and figure out what's going on. Okay. So the game is loading. Things look fine. What we want to do is ask it to break it down. So let's just say, uh, can you check the game start logic and help me understand what is going on?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I said no thank you this time, not wasting any tokens.
All right. So it says the game starts when you press the space bar, the up arrow key, or by clicking your mouse button. That's cool. When you do this, the game state transitions from ready to playing, and the game loop begins. All right. Does this make sense to you?
No, either pressing the space bar. So if I press space bar,
You will have to click on that screen, I think.
I am.
Let's try it. Okay, maybe like refresh it.
Okay. So now I hit the space bar.
Yeah. Oh, no, okay. So the space bar is like doing the refresh thing. So let's click on the game again.
So click the little play button.
Okay, now if you do space bar, would it work?
No.
No, okay. So the space bar thing is not working. I like how everyone in the chat is also invested in this. They're helping
Thank
us
you. I love when people
debug
are
this.
invested.
Someone says a step-by-step process. Exactly, it's a step-by-step process. That's what we are going to try to do. There's also a suggestion that can you keep pressing the mouse button. I like that idea. Okay, so what they are suggesting is when you click on restart the game, just keep on clicking the mouse button.
Like on like with tempo or hold down?
With tempo. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was like something different was happening though, right?
Yeah.
Do it again?
Okay. This is what, don't do the tempo. Let's just keep, when you click on restart, just
Hold.
keep on clicking
Click
on it.
and
Yeah,
hold.
click and hold, exactly. Oh, just do restart first.
Oh, okay,
and then
now
do
click and hold. Okay, got it. I'm click and hold. Oh. No. Bummer.
Yeah. Someone is suggesting to check the code, but I want to be like a full wipe coder who does not know how to code. That's what I'm trying to do over here. Okay. So this suggestion was still useful, right? Because we were moving a bit forward.
Yeah,
so
I think that this clicking thing, this we were seeing different stuff. See, this green bar is moving.
That was yeah. Okay, so let's do this. So we know things are sort of working. Let's try and ask AI how do we exactly play the game.
Oh.
That is The tempo was working. I think so too, but then for some reason it feels it wasn't.
It was like, so when I was doing the tempo, the green bars were moving.
Yeah.
There was no like bird flying.
So the yellow thing that you saw.
Was that the bird?
I think so, yeah.
Oh no, they need to improve that bird. Okay. That looked like a snitch from Harry Potter. Okay.
Okay, so
To
it
play
says,
This is how to play Flappy Pip, you need to make Pip flap its wings to keep in the air and navigate through the pipes. You can make Pip flap by pressing the space bar, maybe I need to try this up arrow key and clicking your mouse. Oh, there's a lot of things at once. I'm not a
oh,
gamer.
no, 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 I think it's just one of them.
Okay, okay. I'm not a gamer. Okay.
Okay, do you want to like check if you want to like keep holding it, or do you want to like do it in a tempo?
What do you recommend?
I would say just let's just ask AI, like, should we keep on pressing the key, or
Should we press the space bar on repeat or press and hold it down?
yeah,
Or
on
click
repeat for each
on
flap you
repeat.
want? Okay,
So like the tempo thing was correct.
exactly.
That's why we saw a little movement.
Okay, let's try. Let's do another try. Let's
Yeah?
do a restart. Yeah. Do you want to maybe use the arrow key?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Oh no, that didn't work at all.
Wait, did it work? You moved like yeah.
But I'm
I
pressing
think
it pretty
what. Okay,
fast,
I
so
I
I
also
think-
now. Okay, I also think I know what the problem might be over here. I am assuming it. I might be wrong, but what I'm thinking
You are
is
the
it's.
expert.
I am. So what is happening is it is hitting the pipe way before it is like the pipe is there, right? So
Oh, like the bird.
yeah. So for like the game, it's like it for some reason thinks that it has already hit the pipe while the pipe is still far away. That's
Oh,
my kind of logic over here because the keys are working, a bird is moving forward, so we know that that's fine. But I think now the problem is with it detecting where exactly the problem is. All right. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna try it one more time because the idea was not to build this. The original idea is to help build something that is useful for you. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try do this one more time, and then we're gonna switch gears and like start talking about what exactly you wanted to build, what tools we are gonna use, how we're gonna configure them, and move forward from there.
sounds like a plan. So I hit restart again and spacebar
So
or arrow
what
or
I would
both?
say, let's give AI one more chance to fix this.
Okay, so what should I let him know?
So I'm thinking over here.
Or her?
That can you check uh, the collision logic because it's like colliding with the pipes.
Sorry,
Right?
codation?
A collision.
Oh, collision.
Can you check the collision logic? Uh, the it looks like the bird hits the pipe way before or way early or something like that. Just trying to form a sentence, but I cannot for some reason.
Sometimes hard on the spot.
And especially when you're doing a live stream and people are
Yeah,
watching
for
you.
sure. There's a lot of nerves involved.
What? So I'm gonna talk about what we are doing now. So we had like the game created in one go, right? We started facing some problems. So we are now breaking down those problems in like simple steps that we understand, and we are asking AI to like, hey, can you check this for me? Can you help me understand what is happening over here, right? So we are not just telling AI to fix everything all at once because again with AI it might fail often that it does try to solve one problem, but when it comes to the second problem when it tries to solve the second problem it introduces another third problem in there. That happens a lot. So make sure you do this step by step. You recognize the problem, try to understand the problem, and try to fix that before we jump onto the next one, right? So that's what we did. That's what we're trying to do over here now.
It's loading.
All right, let's try this.
Let's cross our fingers. It's gonna work this time. Positive energy. So tap to flap, and then I'm gonna do the space bar or the arrow.
Whatever works for you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna do space bar, FYI. Oh, this is already, it looked a little better, but then
Yeah.
it did stop,
It
right?
looks like the AI is still working on it. If you
Yeah,
see on this,
something's happening on that,
yeah,
in
yeah.
this little, what is this called?
Does it chat?
In the chat?
Yeah. Ooh, while this is happening, I think it happened. It's done.
Yeah, so restart, try again.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, let's all bring our positive energy. Oh, no, that was,
Okay, let's refresh the page just once again. Yeah.
they really, if we got to the level, we would have to edit the bird image. Okay,
Let's
ready
do
to
Let's
tap?
do it. Yes.
This is it, you guys. This is
Tap
the
to
one.
flap.
Close,
Okay,
not really.
but we getting there. That's good. That's good. And while you were playing, I had an idea.
I love when you have an
It
idea.
could
Harshil.
have, instead of Flappy Bird, this could be like like having a bot or a virus trying to attack your application, and we have Cloudflare clouds trying to defend it. Something around that lines.
I like the,
That would be so on brand.
yeah, I like the marketing strategy there.
All right. Cool. Okay. So as I promised, we gave it a shot. What I want to do is not like do the same thing again and again. I want to show few other things for the folks who are over here joining us and viewing this. So as you can see, there is a button that says deploy, right? Which
Yes.
means that you can just click. Not
Nope,
that
this
one.
one.
Yeah, this one exactly.
There's 2 deploy buttons.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the other one in a minute, but let's
Okay.
click on this deploy button. What this is going to do is this is going to deploy this application for you. So you can then share the link with your friends, with your family, and they can also play this game. So you basically build a game.
That doesn't work, but
That does work. It's more challenging. They just need to figure out the collision in there.
okay, so it's deploy. Is it deployed?
Yeah, it says it should show us where it's deployed. Okay, let's try to click on deploy again. But we should get a message.
Now there's a no sign. But I guess because it's already in process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, I think I know what the problem would be over here, because we haven't connected it. We haven't connected it with your Cloudflare account, because you logged in with your Google account, right?
yes, my Cloudflare Google. Is that not good?
No, we have to connect it with the Cloudflare account. That's fine. We can do this probably in the next one, just like the deploy part, because I want to talk. There is a lot to talk about, and I'm excited when it comes to this. Sorry, I'm just nerding out. But yeah, now you talked about like the first deploy button, right?
This
Which says
one,
deploy, and then fork.
fork.
So the Cloudflare team, they built this vibe coding platform, and they open sourced it, which means that anyone who wants to build their own vibe coding platform can just build and deploy it on their Cloudflare account. So they can have the same thing on their own domain, and if they want, they can add payment gateways. They can change the underlying AI model that is being used. They can change the logo. They can like customize it the way they want, and basically just have their own vibe coding platform. So that's something interesting. So folks, if you want to if you were thinking about building your own vibe coding platform, which is hot right now, you can just fork this, deploy it on your own Cloudflare account, and you have your own vibe coding platform.
Cool.
All right. So this is basically how a lot of people do vibe coding. It's like where they go into vibe coding platform, and then just ask the AI to build something like this. Over here we did it. We built a game. You can do a more useful application. That's fine. Now, if we think about an application which Catherine, you really want to use, which is like an automation app for yourself, we want to make sure it is one secure, because over
Mm-hmm.
here we are going to deal with people's email address, and I am very
Yeah,
privacy concerned person. I don't want AI to have access to the email
absolutely.
addresses of anyone. So I would, in that scenario, what I would do is try to build things on my local machine, but still wipe code it.
Okay.
And there are tools and ways to do that. One of that we are going to see today is called Windsurf. So Windsurf is a code editor. Now, if folks don't know what a code editor is, think of it like how do you call it? Microsoft Docs or like Google Docs, but for code, right? So you basically go in there, you write the code, and it gives you a lot of good utility functions out of the box, or a lot of good uh, formatting structure, which you would want to have in a code editor. Because if you just write code in like Google Docs, it makes it really difficult to read, and you can also not run that code using in if you're like writing it in Google Docs, right? So you need a platform where you can write code more efficiently, or in a better with a better experience, and you can run as well. So, Catherine,
Yes,
earlier we did install Windsurf
we
on your
did.
machine.
Should I open it?
Let's open that. Let's show people what Windsurf looks like.
Here it
So
is.
here is Windsurf. As you can see, it's like a completely blank window. There's no project over here. There's nothing that we can do over here, but think of it like a similar experience that we saw earlier, but locally. So there is on the right hand side something called Cascade Code.
Yep.
Exactly. So this is where you would basically interact with the AI.
Mm-hmm.
And Windsurf has, I think, two different modes. One is the code, and the other one is the chat.
And so
So
we want to use chat. I don't speak code. I speak German and English, but not code.
I love that. I love that.
Yet,
Uh,
yet.
so, okay, where I was, sorry, okay, that was a good joke and it kind of distracted me.
Sorry.
Okay, so in here, when I say about the code mode, it's basically Windsurf just writing the code for us, and we pilot, or we like give instructions to Windsurf, and it writes the code for us.
Okay.
While the chat interface, it's more like like asking questions and getting more answers for that, getting more
Okay.
understanding of the code, right?
So it's
So
different. So it's different than like what we were just doing before when the chat was actually actioning things for us.
yeah.
Okay.
So over here, the chat is just chat. It's not gonna
Okay.
write anything
It's
for
just
you. It's
like
not
a
gonna do
chatbot
anything.
that's giving you advice, but it's not
Exactly,
changing anything.
exactly. While the code mode is what we did earlier.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of time, so what we would be doing is we would just like take explore Windsurf a bit, right? Try
Hmm.
out like the chat mode
Okay.
and probably the code mode. And I want to also show one more thing, which is gonna be really useful for folks who are vibe coding and want to deploy on Cloudflare, right? So the first thing, as we see over here on the right hand side, is
Cascade.
Cascade, right? And this is where you can like basically interact with this.
Hmm.
Now, just below the text box, you see there is code written. So if you click on it,
Sorry, where? I see
just
code.
yeah.
Yep. I click
If
on
you
code.
click on it,
Hmm.
it says now you see that at option you can like
Yep.
switch between chat and code. So let's go to chat. We can do chat over here, and there is also an option to change the model. So if you click on GPT 5.1, you can see
Mm.
all the models that you can use with this, right?
And how do you know which one you want to use for like how is it just a taste thing? Is there like certain things that are better for different activities?
I like that question. So the interesting thing is that these models keep on like improving every day. So the one thing is you kind of want to like keep check of which is like a good AI coding model. Uh, the other way is like try to use few of these prominent models and see which one works best for you. So far, I have been using Claude. So there's
Okay.
Claude Sonnet 4.5.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
there's
model
also
that I have
thinking.
been using. Uh, I'm like so thinking basically is gonna like let AI think a little bit first. It like proposes a solution. So that's
Okay.
what the thinking is. It's gonna like say, hey, okay, let me take a step back. Let me try to understand the problem. Let me try to find more resources for this, and then write the code for you, right? So that's what basically thinking does. We can just go with Claude Sonnet 4.5. In my experience, it has always worked well. The
I trust your
GPT
experience.
The GPT 5.1 model that we had earlier, so if you open
Yep.
that, there is like GPT 5.1. Yeah. So this is like the latest model from OpenAI. I think they announced it yesterday.
Oh,
So
wow.
it is like
Fresh off the press.
fresh, fresh off the press. Exactly. So we can play around with that as well.
Yep.
So any model you want to try, we can do that. Uh, but what we want to do is just, yeah, let's just go with GPT 5.1, and let's just ask it. Let's just try to build a plan for our application. So give it a description of what you want to build, and ask it what, or maybe just how we can build it. Just do that. Let's
So,
do that.
what do we want to say we want to build?
The automation app that you want.
Oh, okay. I want to build an app that pulls the attendee list from past events that took place in the, I want to say like same city, and automatically invites them to events taking place in the same city. Does that make sense, or should I reword that?
This, for me, it makes sense, but I would also give more information now, like what platform you're using, because we are using Luma.
Yeah,
So,
so
and we
that pulls
want
an attendee
exactly,
list in the platform Luma.
yeah. All right. Now, one more thing, because we are gonna build and deploy it on Cloudflare, we want to also specify that so that it looks
Please,
into our products, looks into like what
no,
Cloudflare has to offer and what we can use for this project.
use Cloudflare. I took out please, no tokens. Use Cloudflare to build and deploy.
Yeah.
Anything missing?
So there is nothing missing over here. Now, if we just ask this question, what it will happen is AI is gonna like try to answer it based of the information it has
Yep.
while it was trained, right? Now I don't really know when GPT 5.1 was trained, but at Cloudflare, as you know, we ship new features, new products almost every week. So AI would not have that information. So how do we give AI that information is one of the challenges that I think the industry is trying to understand now. And the solution for that is giving it access to our documentation's MCP server.
Okay.
So, uh, if you go back to Chrome, I'm gonna ask you to like do a few more steps.
Oh, here's Chrome.
Yeah, and if you go to developers.cloudflare.com, yeah, you can do that. And just on this, in the featured section, you see there is AI tools.
Click
So you
it.
can, yep, you can click on that, and you can see how we are trying to make it easy for people who want to use Cloudflare and who want to wipe code applications to for this. So
Oh,
there is
wow. Cool.
llms.txt. So let's just say you just want to have one particular product that you want to use, and you are letting and you want to provide the information of that particular product to AI. You can just copy the llm.txt page for that and just send it to AI. This basically is going to give AI the reference to that whole documentation.
So I would copy all of this?
No, because we don't know what products we want to use. We want AI to have access to our documentation. So if you scroll down
Okay.
again, there is this MCP section.
Yep.
Yeah. So over here, MCPs
Ah.
you can add to any of these coding platforms.
Mm-hmm.
What we want to do is if you just click on Windsurf, it's going to show you the steps on how you can add it to Windsurf. Now I already know the steps, so we can just skip that.
Okay.
If you again go back to our documentation,
So I go back to Windsurf.
no, let's go back to our
All right.
documentation. You'll have to change the tab, I think.
How do I go back?
Just change the tab. There's already the tab AI tooling.
Here.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah. Sorry.
And if you click on manually,
Uh-huh.
yeah, there is a link.
Copy
I'll
it.
just copy the link.
Copy.
Docs.mcp. Yeah, just
I just
copy
hit
that.
this copy thing.
No. It's
No?
gonna copy the whole thing. We don't want the whole thing.
Oh,
You can just copy that particular link.
which?
https docs.mcp.cloudflare.com/mcp. Yeah,
This?
exactly. I just copy
Mhm.
this, and now let's go to Windsurf.
Back to Windsurf. Oh, that's not Windsurf. Here it is.
Yeah. Now,
Now,
if you see on the top in Cascade itself, there is like this plug thing. Yeah, if
Plug.
you click on it, it allows you to add MCP servers. So if you click on MCP Marketplace, you can now, I'm trying to see where is the option to add a new MCP server.
settings? No.
Maybe, yeah, let's click on that. Oh, okay, let's copy and paste the whole thing that we had earlier then.
Aha.
This would be easier. See, you know already stuff
I did
that I don't
something
know.
correct. Okay, so
Okay,
then
we
I'm
want to
gonna
go to AI tooling again. Let's go to AI tooling. Our documentation page.
Sorry, here.
Yeah, just copy
AI
that
tool, it's
that you
here.
did
So then I
already.
just do this copy.
Yes.
Pla, here, and then paste.
And then save it.
Where do I save?
Just do Command S. It should automatically figure that out for you. Yeah, and now you can close that.
No, I hit this X button.
Yeah. And there is an error. Okay, so there might be an error because of the configuration. So I'm gonna quickly check it on my end. What the error would be.
Failed to create MCP.
Okay. Okay, it's trying to do STDI. Okay, I know what the problem is.
Okay.
All right, so we don't have something called Node installed on your computer right now. And that is why we're running into this problem. That's fine. But basically, this is the step of how you can add the MCP server in Windsurf. And Node is something we will be installing in the next episode because that is what we want to use as well.
Cool.
So we are also almost on time. So Catherine, can you do a quick recap for me? And if you have any questions, ask as well.
Yeah, so today we used workers, right?
Yeah.
And that's what we used. And we told it, basically we were chatting with them, him, her, I don't know. We were chatting with the platform and told it what we wanted. It made something, was it correct? Did it work? Not really, but it was a cool experience. We got some ideas and yeah, so that's what we did first. And then we looked now at Windsurf, chatted with Cascade, and told it kind of about, we haven't actually messaged it, but we now know that we tell it what we kind of want, be as specific as possible, adding all the details, let it know, and then it will give us suggestions as to what we should do. It won't make any actions, but it will give us suggestions as to how we can go about building this automized tool for Luma. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. And I want to thank you, Harshil, for being so patient with me. I know that I'm not the most technologically savvy person, but I'm learning and I'm really excited that I get to do this with you, Harshil.
I mean, after this, I feel like you already know everything. You really summarized it well. You built a game in like what, 30 minutes which was fantastic. So you are already there. It's just, like me just showing you the right direction. I'm not doing anything. You are doing everything. So you have been doing a fantastic job. So a couple of quick things from my end. So if you want to try out building your own application and deploy it on Cloudflare, you can go to build.cloudflare.dev. That is our own vibe coding platform. You can play around with it, try to build your own application. You can also have your own vibe coding platform. So if you go to build.cloudflare.dev, there is an option to deploy or just go and check out the GitHub repository. So you can do that as well. The last thing is we have all the MCP servers that you should use for your with your vibe coding platform to make sure you have all the or you are providing the correct context to your AI agents, because these agents have been trained with the data which is of the past. They don't have all the recent information. They would hallucinate a lot. So giving them information or the latest information is going to be really useful when you build any application with AI tools. So with this, thank you, Catherine, for jumping in. I hope it was fun for you, and now
Yes,
you're
for
more
sure.
relaxed and you are like excited for part two,
Oh,
because
I'm
I am.
excited. I'm excited. Thanks, Harshil, for inviting me to do this with you. It's been really fun, and I'm excited to finish.
Awesome. So in the next one, what we are gonna do is we're gonna now actually start building the application that Catherine wants. We're gonna do it step by step. We may hit into issues. We don't know, because this is happening
Likely.
with AI. It's really undeterministic. So let's see how that goes, and let us know what you want to learn more from this series and what more we can help you with. Thank you so much, and see you all